everyone. I think we can hear the noise. Our Prime Minister, respected Prime Minister, said to clap at 5 o'clock in the evening for the frontliners, for the healthcare workers who are there at the border and protecting us or fighting against the war of coronavirus. Yes, they are all clapping, and it's such a cheerful moment, and we were all like in tears at that time, and it's proud that we are supporting them in this way, and it's so joyful. Though we are in the brink, we are on the phase, we are battling against coronavirus, but still we can hear this noise cheering them, and it's so great to see the support and the enthusiasm of the people over here for the healthcare workers who are there fighting for us, to protect us, to keep us safe. Those who don't know me, this is me, Alice Raj, and welcome to my channel, Small Steps Towards Bigger Dreams. Coronavirus, which is also known as COVID-19, has spread all over the world except Antarctica, and in India, where it has reached to its third phase, we have recorded 258 deaths, and within overnight we have recorded 315 cases positive in India in the third week. When in Italy it has been recorded 37,000, more than 37,000 when it passed the fifth week. Coronavirus is large family of viruses that can cause illness ranging from common cold to pneumonia or SARS, ranging from high fever to pneumonia to kidney failure to heart failure, and even leading to death. The leading hospitals of India like Kasturba in Delhi, Kasturba Hospital and AIIMS have launched or documented certain documentaries regarding this coronavirus for the spread and for the awareness of the people. It is considered as a highly communicable disease. Well, I'm going to talk about the myths basically. So people have certain myths, like if they're going to eat the chicken and if they are going to eat the egg, what are going to be the consequences. So I'm going to tell you that neither in AIIMS or in Kasturba or in any other documentaries or journals which has been released till now, it has been showed, or it has been like an evident issue or topic which has clearly telling us that okay, even after cooking it properly, cooking these things, the chicken and the egg, you are going to get the coronavirus. It's nowhere proved, so it's not going to just be free, feel free. If you are non-vegetarian, just cook it properly, wash it properly, and you'll be able to eat it. I am eating it actually, but still, if you're uncomfortable, just avoid it for the certain period of time, and then once this phase goes, then you can consume it again. There is no worries at all. Then another myth the people are having is, another myth people are having that this disease spread through pets. So it is not true. Another myth is that people are thinking that if we are buying the China products, we are going to get it, or if the coronavirus spreads from a dead person. Then that is also not true. That is completely fake news. So guys, what is coronavirus? It's a basically large family of viruses that can cause illness ranging from severe diseases like pneumonia, heart failure, kidney failure, and it might lead to death also. Corona pandemic has been spread to all over the world, I should say, and except Antarctica, and it has been more in Italy. The cases are increasing day by day. The third phase case was only 254, but now after the fifth phase, the cases have been increased more than 37,000, and there are several people who have died because of this coronavirus. In Italy, the third phase was having I should say 1036 cases in Italy, and Iran was having 245. India is actually, in comparison to Iran, India is higher. India is having 258 cases, and within overnight the cases have been increased from 258 to 315. So it is time to stop community spread. It is time to have self-quarantine. Though today was the day when respected Prime Minister Sir said to have Janta curfew, but still I was able to hear cars with loud noise, and I was able to hear boys shouting and hooting when they were riding the bikes. please people, please my dear friends and family of YouTube, please have a self quarantine and save your family, save yourself, save from this terrible disease which have no vaccination till now. Only China has recovered this vaccination, but we don't have that cure in our hands yet. On this note, let me tell you how it spread. So it spread basically by coughing and by sneezing. It is a highly communicable disease, that we know, and through air it spreads. Basically the droplets, if I'm coughing and if I'm sneezing, my drops will be spread 20 meters from myself, and whatever comes within the 20 meters of range, it will be staying in the air for that much of time, like 5 to 7 minutes they say, and that much time it takes to come down to any surface. And after that, if it's touching any surface, especially the metallic surface, is taking a long time to get rid of those. So if even though you are standing 1 meters away from me, even though you're not touching my hand, even though we are just doing namaste and going, but still if you're in the way and if you're touching the surfaces where I have coughed and sneezed without covering my mouth, then obviously you will get those infections. And especially the ones who have very much tendency to touch their eyes, to touch their forehead, to set their hair, or who have tendency to set their lipsticks more often, please do not touch your eye, nose and mouth area, because that is the more sensitive area, and you will be having you will be more prone to get this coronavirus soon. Please have personal hygiene maintained, and please use hand sanitizers. Hand sanitizers are to be used in an emergency situation, and this is the one, my dear friends. Going further, what are the symptoms? Well, symptoms is runny nose or dry cough. You will be having sore throat for 4 to 7 days, and the infection stays within your throat for 4 to 7 days, and at that time you'll be having trouble or difficulty in breathing. You'll be feeling like as if somebody has put a stone on your chest. That much difficult it would become for you to breathe, and you will be having very sore throat. It will be very difficult for you to speak or to even bear the normal air, because you won't be able to. It will hurt that much. You will be having fever. You will develop a headache. You will develop body ache. You will develop obviously after all these things you will not be uncomfortable. You will be uncomfortable and you will not be feeling well, and you will be having the taste from the mouth will be going. So yes, these are all the things. It can develop into serious illness, like you might end up having bronchitis or pneumonitis. So please be very careful. And yes, that's the reason for them for everyone to say wear a mask. But I will tell you when to wear a mask and who should wear a mask and why you should not wear a mask unnecessarily. I have also shared the numbers of the doctors which are actually certified by the government, and those are the numbers according to the timings, the names of the doctor and the numbers I have also shared in this video. You can call those doctors if you feel emergency, any kind of emergency in your family at any time, and the timing is written besides that the name of the doctor. So yes, it should be helpful for you people. Now it's time to talk about when to wear a mask, who should wear a mask, and what to do, what things you should keep in your mind when you're wearing a mask, and how you can protect yourself and your family. So obviously, first of all, keep yourself in self-quarantine if you can, and if it's really important for you, like the rations are getting over and you have to go outside to take somebody who is already ill or sick in your family to the hospital. So please be sure that if you're going to the market, then you're wearing a mask. I have seen a lot of videos. I'm going to make a video one which are showing the mask basically, but the thing is that if you're wearing a mask, that mask should be 3-layered mask, and if it's a cloth mask also, or if it's a homemade mask, that it should be a 3-layered mask. And it should not be having that much bigger pores. I should say it should have smaller pores, because though the coronavirus diameter is 300 to 400 nm, but still if the pores of the cloth is big enough, then obviously that virus can go through. And 3 layers we are saying with the small pores, because it will be more protection for you. And though the masks are being it is a sad truth that they are being sold in at a double price, but still you can take the precaution at home itself by making 3 layered cloth mask if you want to. And why you should not wear mask on a regular basis? Well, if you are not a patient of coronavirus, and if you're wearing a mask inside your home, that would be not what I should say proper, because it's going to just scare the people around. You can wear a hanky instead, so that if you have a symptom of coughing or sneezing previously itself, it's not related to the coronavirus, yes, you will not spread it to others, and in a way you're just taking the self precaution, that's all. And those who have a problem of sneezing and coughing, if they are wearing a mask, that's okay. But those who don't have a sneezing and coughing problem, just wear a mask when you are in public, like using a public transport, or going into the market, or especially going into the hospital with your sick person, or when you're taking the care of the sick person in your family. At the time you need to wear a mask. Remember always that when you wear a mask, at that time you should not touch your eyes or nose or mouth at all. Wash your hands frequently, use a hand sanitizer when you can't. And remember one thing very clearly, that people think that if they are using the hand sanitizer, so they can use the hand sanitizer at any time, but that is not true actually. If you have a dirt on your hand, and if your hands are dirty enough to see that it is dirty, at that time if you are using hand sanitizer, is not going to help you at all. You have to have hand wash, then use also hand sanitizer for the proper precautionary method. Remember to wash your hands for 20 seconds, and remember to use the hand sanitizer for 15 to 20 seconds, that much. And remember that what all area you have to cover when you're washing your hands, or when you're using hand sanitizer, that is in between the fingers. So if you're using, or if you're washing your hands, your fingers, this part inside of your fingers should be cleaned, this inside should be cleaned, and then within the nails should be cleaned. Then your hands should be, the wrist of your hands should be cleaned properly. So these are the things you should be keeping in the mind while washing your hands. And do remember to wash your hands for 20 seconds, and remember to use a hand sanitizer for 15 to 20 seconds using the same tips and tricks. And again, apart from this, that you keep your personal hygiene, using if you're using or if you're touching anything from outside at the time, use a hand sanitizer, or clean that thing with the with the wipe first, which is antibacterial in the nature or antifungal in the nature. At that time it will be helpful for you. I am going to show you the tips and tricks to make a hand sanitizer at home in my next video, and how you can prepare the mask at home. I hope you guys will be loving it and will be wanting me to make that video. If yes, then please do share that thing in the comment section, and do let me know that if you want me to post that video or not. Apart from that, remember this thing, my friends, that this is the time to realize that yes, this disease can just not only affect the older ones, elderlies, but it can affect the younger ones also, because younger ones do not have that much of immunity. And any person who is even the middle-aged person can also get the same disease. But we can be confident that 80% of the majority who can cure this disease by themselves, like it is being said in the AIMS journal. But let me tell you, if you're having your immunity down, then obviously you will get this disease in a serious or a moderate manner. So please do boost your immunity. For that, how you can do that, if you're feeling like you have a sore throat, and you might not develop or have any such symptoms which I said apart from the sore throat, then please do the gargling with warm water. And you can add the betadine solution also. Betadine solution and the warm water, 5 ml of betadine solution and 1 cup of 250 ml of warm water, and you can rinse it out, gargle and rinse it out twice a day. You can use salt water, and all these measures will ensure that to kill the bacteria. Drink as much as possible hot water to avoid all such things. Expose in the sun in the morning, and in the evening try to be in the sun. Use turmeric powder. You can drink turmeric milk while at night. It's also very beneficial. It's been given by us to our mothers, so it's nothing new and it's nothing out of the way. You are doing it. It has no side effect at all. Betadine solution into the water has no side effect at all, and salt in the water has no side effect at all. And obviously, apart from this, what you can do is, if you're drinking tea, make sure that you are adding ginger into it. If you're drinking hot water, make sure that you are adding ginger juice with honey into it. What is going to do, it's going to just clear that irritation which has been developed because of the sore throat, and it's also going to give that warm effect, and it's also going to help you to clear your throat as much as possible. So remember all these things and stay safe. Use neem leaves to bathe. At the time of bathing, use neem juice. You can eat neem leaves in the morning, or you can eat tulsi leaves in the morning, empty stomach after drinking, or you can drink neem water and tulsi water first thing in the morning, empty stomach, while keeping the tulsi and neem water in the copper vessel, keeping it overnight, and first thing in the morning you are getting up and drinking the neem leaf water or the tulsi leaf water, and then afterwards you're eating the tulsi leaves and the neem leaves which you have kept in the water, instead of discarding it or throwing it away. These are the measures which you can use at home, and you can boost your immunity. You can have Giloy juice, which is really very helpful in boosting your immunity. Do all these things and be safe, and protect your family, yourself, and stay safe. This is me, Alice Raj, signing off. By the grace of God, may God keep you all safe and healthy and happy, and see you guys later. Bye bye.